half of what I would get in a month for unemployment. So there's no way. There is absolutely no way. But anyways, one of the choice I was telling you about, if they're willing to sell the other trailer, mobile home, it would still need a lot of work, but it would be somewhere I can move in. I won't be, out in the woods living. It would be an option. Now, the other option is the free option, and I would still have to keep this in mind. There's nowhere other for me to go. So I would literally have to move in it, and I am in the South, and it is extremely hot and humid. And it's not just me, it's my little cat and dog too. And I would literally have to work on this thing in order to just get a bedroom and bathroom up and running and some AC of some sort. But that is free. I just have to move it from where it sits, and it's actually only have to move it like 100 yards. So that's crazy. Yes. So, yeah. And there's another option. But see, there's several options more, but they are just time. All of these are actually, except the one, if I could actually purchase the trailer that needs the work on it and I can move in, that is the fastest option. I could literally move in a couple weeks, and it would be, even with the water damage, I can live in it, work on it, and just keep going. But I know a lot of people don't even have those options. But I had actually, before those options came available, what I had thought about doing, because I was like, what am I going to do? I actually thought about maybe do a shed to a tiny house, and they have those rent to own. You don't have to have good credit. Nope, nothing. So, but that usually takes from the manufacturer. If you have to do any customize, you can customize a rent to own, by the way, if you don't know this. But it would take 30 days, but they actually said on their website, the certain, makers, it's like 4 to 6 weeks. So that would buffer me out of having somewhere to go. I've paid up rent for the month of July. I've already paid it. So yeah, I've got to be out in less than that time. Because when August hits, at the end of July, even if they figure it out, like I said earlier, I still have to pay my rent, and I'm not going to squat here until then, right? So that's wrong. And if they don't figure it out, and if they cut me off of the extra, then I have nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I don't want to be a month deep in and then say, oh, what should I do? And he evicts me. He's not a mean man. He's actually very nice, my landlord. And he's not some slumlord. He's very nice, very concerned. He cares. And I know a group of his tenants already left because they could not afford to stay anymore. And I hate to do that to him, but my circumstances have drastically changed. I have no other options, so it is something. But that's all I have to talk about, I guess. Going forward, I'm going to start doing some podcasts and do some updates. I think I'm going to do maybe some video footage, of what, me packing up and where am I going to end up being. I think my life's changed drastically, and it's changing right now, but not yet. It's going to change drastically, not just for me, for my little dog and my little cat. My cat, I actually adopted her earlier this year from an animal shelter, and this is the only home she knows. My little dog doesn't. She's, we've lived other places. She's 4 years old, but my cat is, she's a year old, but this is the only home with her only family she's ever known. So I hate for her that I'm kind of ripping it apart and just moving on for her. But I know she doesn't even like going to the vet, so moving would scare her. It would scare her. She'd be like, "Oh no, you're gonna leave me somewhere." But I'm gonna document things. I may do up a video, figure out how to do all that, and may do that and show, what's going on, what's happening, and where I actually end up, because I think that's going to be interesting, what choice happens. And no, I'm not going to talk about it in the future podcast, what choice I actually unfolded. I guess you'll have to see it in video, I guess, whatever. But when you read somebody's, before I go, I will say, before I leave, when you read comments about people, they talk about their life, and and they can relate to you. Keep in mind, you're not the only one. See, I know this. I'm not the only one. I have not cried. I have not been upset. I know the situation. I'm not going to be crummy to my landlord. I'm going to, be respectful for him. I'm not going to squat here until things get figured out with the, the GOV. I understand some of them are not taken serious. That's why a lot of people are some are already homeless. I have read comments after comments, people being homeless. But if you believe in the Lord on high, please pray for not only yourself but other people. It is so hard right now. It is so hard. The media would like you to believe everybody's going on vacation, sunshine, eating out, this, that, and other. In reality, it's so far from it. That is not. I don't know anybody that's doing these things. I just don't. And pray for, pray for our country. It's not bad yet, but it's gonna be. It's gonna be really bad. It's not over. It's just beginning. People don't realize there's always calm before a storm, and we're during the calm period right now. The storm hasn't came yet. But I do appreciate everyone that has listened to even a tenth of this. And I will share next time. Bye, guys.